We hope to continue in that effort until they establish a consular office here in San Antonio to serve the needs of Nigerians residing within the greater San Antonio area. Our objectives going forward include exploring areas in which the association can collaborate with the cities of San Antonio and Live Oak for our mutual benefit. For instance, we want to approach the city for assistance with the city civic and cultural center location to enable us to integrate the rich Nigerian African cultural heritage into the city. We are also currently exploring the possibilities of having regularly monthly international flights to and from San Antonio to the city, any city in Nigeria, to improve our growing business interest here in the city and Nigeria. Education is the bedrock of almost all Nigerians and Nigerian Americans in San Antonio, and as a result, we intend to expand our educational foundation to include scholarships and grants to deserving and qualified members of the San Antonio community. We shall also need the assistance of the city in that regard, reframing the organization and IMPASA's structural framework. Ladies and gentlemen, we, the Nigerian People's Association, adopted the concept of reframing and reorganizing organizations as postulated by Gill and Bowman in their book, Reframing Organizations. The conceptual framework and structural underpinning that has helped us succeed in reframing this organization is to create a vision, mission, and core beliefs of the organization. Ladies and gentlemen, an organization, any person that does not have a vision cannot move forward. Naturally, when you close your eyes and try to take one or two steps forward, you will fall. You don't know where you're going. Therefore, when we look at the concept of vision, we look at the concept of vision as being something that will lead you from one point to the other. So when you look at the concept of vision, look at the concept of mission, and also the core belief, when you integrate these three core key principles, that has helped us succeed in reframing Nigerian People's Association of San Antonio. Unity of purpose. We spread our hands and friendship and followership to the other Nigerian Americans that have been on the fence. It is always said that you cannot change a system by staying on the sideline. You have to be involved to make the change you crave for. It is often said that united we stand, divided we fall. What divides us pales in comparison to what unites us. We therefore beckon to all Nigerians residing within the greater San Antonio area to join us in addressing the needs of Nigerian Americans and help redefine our goal as a people.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If that clap is for me, it is too big. But if you love Nigeria, I want you to put your hands together like you truly, truly love Nigeria tonight. Thank you so much. Before I go any further, I was so thrilled by the dance of our mothers that came out here to dance. Amen. You got me fired up. And there's nothing that I love more than dancing. Can we please give all the mothers and all the beautiful ladies a big round of applause? Except you don't want to go home to your wife tonight. Let's give the women a big round of applause one more time. Thank you so much. First and foremost, I'd like to recognize two very important personalities who are not here present, but deserve our full honor and respect. So before I go on with my speech, please, ladies and gentlemen, join me as we recognize in absentia His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Please let's give him a big round of applause. I also would like the entire audience to please recognize our able President of the United States of America, I believe, the greatest country in the world, President Barack Obama. Let's give both presidents a standing ovation and a big round of applause for now. Thank you so much. As we do that, as we honor the presidents of these two great countries. Thank you. You may be seated. The Mayor of the City of Live Oak, Mayor Mary Dennis, here present. The Mayor of our great city of San Antonio, Mayor William Castro, ably represented by the Pro-Tem Mayor, Mr. Diego Bernal, the Councilman in charge of District 1. Let's give him a round of applause. The Nigerian Ambassador to the United States, His Excellency Ambassador Geoffrey Tenolebo, ably represented by Mr. Dele Momo, the Consular in charge of the Nigerian organization. You're very much welcome. We have two judges here of the Fourth Court of Appeal, Justice Marilyn Bernard and Justice Sandy Brian Mari. Fellow Nigerians and Nigerian Americans, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. When I was asked to deliver the keynote address on this occasion, I was sincerely humbled because I am well aware of the caliber of Nigerians we have produced in this city of San Antonio. So to be asked to deliver this keynote address is truly an honor. I sincerely thank the Nigerian People's Association of San Antonio for giving me this opportunity to speak to you all tonight and to share with us some key things about Nigeria. I sincerely give God all the glory and the privilege to be able to address you all tonight. Before I go any further, I want to congratulate the IMPASA President, Dr. Joel Nkemakolam, and the very effective members of the Executive Council of IMPASA and the Planning Committee for putting together such an impressive event to celebrate the Nigerians' Independence Day here in San Antonio. Let's please give them a big round of applause. And to our great country, Nigeria, all Nigerians, Nigerian Americans, and all well-wishers here present, I also want to congratulate you on this occasion marking the 53rd Independence Day celebration. The contributions of groups like IMPASA in promoting the cooperation and the friendship between the San Antonian and the Nigerian community is immense. Her efforts, however, amongst other things, have been geared towards enhancing the depth and the breadth of the rich mosaic of the American society, especially in the South Texas area. As a proud resident of this great city and a Nigerian American, it's an honor to be here tonight with so many dignitaries who have invested their time and energy in growing our respective communities. And I believe that a forum like we have today will foster a greater partnership between the San Antonians and the Nigerians. Efforts of this nature are bound to bridge the cultural differences between us as we share ideas that promotes inter-community relations and socioeconomic benefits. And tonight, we are here for one major purpose: to celebrate and to congratulate Nigeria on the 53rd anniversary of its independence. I trust that everyone here will have a great time as we join in the festivities for this glorious occasion. At this point in time in my speech, I would like to give a brief highlight about the great country called Nigeria that we're all here to celebrate tonight. Nigeria is a very unique country due to the diversity of its people, its location, its government, its resources, and rich cultural heritage. The landmass of Nigeria is a total of 351,649 square miles, which is 1/3 larger than the state of Texas. It is the most populous nation in Africa, the most populous black nation in the world, and the 8th most populous country in the world. It is a regional power, listed among the next 11 economies, and is a member of the Commonwealth of Nations. The economy of Nigeria is one of the fastest growing in the world, with the International Monetary Fund projecting a growth of about 9% in 2008 and 8.3% in 2009. Nigeria is a federal constitutional republic comprising of 36 states and 1 federal capital territory. Geographically, this great country is located in the West Africa and shares land with the borders of the Republic of Benin in the west, Chad and Cameroon in the east, Niger in the north. Its coast lies on the Gulf of Guinea, a part of the Atlantic Ocean in the south. The capital city of Nigeria is Abuja. According to the 2010 census, Nigeria has an estimated population of 152 million people. Nigeria is a multi-ethnic nation that is made up of 3 large ethnic groups: the Hausa Fulani, the Yoruba, and the Igbo, who represents about 70% of the entire population. Another 10% comprises of several other groups numbering more than 1 million members each, including the Kanuri, the Tiv, the Edo, and Ibibio communities. More than 300 smaller ethnic groups accounting for the remaining 20% of the population. However, these groups are all similar in nature, though diverse, thus melting all the boundaries to become one big group. Most Nigerians speak one language, more than one language, I beg your pardon. The country's official language is English. Nigeria is famous for its language, literature, and popular music, as you can attest to tonight. But apart from the English language being its international language, Pidgin is a lingua franca that is commonly used as a means of communication in non-formal settings and in main streets. The rich and the poor, the literates and the illiterates, all speak Pidgin English, which is a picture of English and other slangs. Just like you say, how you dey, instead of how are you. Apart from English, 400 native languages are also spoken, out of which some have been threatened with extinction. Nigerian languages are also spoken, out of which some have been threatened with extinction. People in Nigeria give great importance to religion. 45% of the population in Nigeria are Christians. 45% are Muslims. And the rest 10% is a mixture of quite a few indigenous religions. Our flag is simply made up of 2 colors, green and white. The green color in the Nigerian flag symbolically represents agriculture, which means we're fertile ground, while the white represents peace. And Nigerians are peace-loving people. Let's give Nigeria a big round of applause for our time. Nigeria is a sports-loving nation. Soccer is extremely popular throughout the country, and especially among the youth, both field soccer and international professional soccer. The national team, which is nicknamed the Super Eagles, is the current champions of the African Cup of Nations soccer competition, and they have won the Victory Cup for the 3rd time since its inception. Let's give a round of applause to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigerian food embellishes a rich blend of traditionally African carbohydrates, such as yam and cassava, as well as vegetable soups made from native green leaves. Praised by Nigerians for the great strength it gives, Nigerian foods are mostly spicy, especially in the western and southern part of the country. Some examples of the traditional cuisines are jollof rice, fried rice, porridge beans, African salad, eba, pounded yam, inyo, fufu, and etc., with soups like okra, ogbono, egusi, ewedu. These all look like big names, but they sure taste good. And many other times, in fact, time will fail me tonight to mention all the different soups that you can enjoy when you visit Nigeria. The good news is that many of these foods are here present tonight, and hopefully you can enjoy some more as we go on with the celebration. Nigeria is blessed with a wide variety of different national resources, which includes natural gas, petroleum, tin, iron ore, coal, limestone, niobium, lead, zinc, and vast arable land for agriculture. Other natural resources include precious metals and precious industrial stones such as barytes, gypsum, kaolin, and marble. Most of these are yet to be exploited. Statistically, the level of exploitation of these minerals is very low in relation to the extent of deposits that God has blessed this great country with. Nigeria is the United States' largest trading partner in sub-Saharan Africa, largely due to the high level of petroleum imports from Nigeria, which supply about 8% of US oil imports. Nearly half of Nigeria's daily oil production is shipped to the United States. Nigeria is the 5th largest exporter of oil to the United States. Two-way trade in 2010 was valued at more than $34 billion, a 51% increase over 2009, largely due to the recovery of the international price of crude oil. The United States is the largest foreign investor in Nigeria. The stock of the US foreign direct investment in Nigeria is currently over $6.2 billion, an upward rise from $5.4 billion in 2009. US foreign direct investment in Nigeria is concentrated largely in the petroleum, mining,